Hello everybody, this is Little Ninja, and welcome back to another episode of Ninja's Empire. Where in between episodes, I've been working on clearing out these tunnels. Now, I thought originally about doing, I could do ice paths with boats, or I could do minecart tunnels, but then I thought, these tunnels are pretty long. Why don't I just make them long enough to fly down? And so I've been digging out 5x5 tunnels, which are about the right size. I think maybe if they were to be a little bit taller, and they're going to have to be a little bit taller as well, because I think this is about the right size to fly down, so I'm going to have to dig out another layer around in order to decorate them. But this goes down to the Ice Plains Spikes biome, and then this goes off to the Withered Skeleton Farm. And I see there's a ghost block there that I missed. But they're not near done yet, and that's a lot of grind work. Like, these are extremely long tunnels. One goes off this way, and the one that way is, I think, like twice as long as this one. So what I'm going to do is just work away at them between episodes and, get them done slowly over time. And but today I want to work on something else. The previous episode we did the Iron Pick Challenge by ZF. And if you didn't see that, go back and watch it. That was a ton of fun to do. But we got this iron pick, and it gave me an idea. Let me just chuck all this netherrack away. I'll smelt it up later. It gave me an idea. What I want to do is make a sort of trophy room. So have a room for, anything that we might come across, like sponges, or, if we eventually find a charged creeper and get a mob head or something, we could just put it in that room. Something for little mementos and stuff to remember, special occasions by, or whatever. So the first thing that goes in there is going to be, let's see here, it's in one of these boxes. I still need to clean up this end loot, by the way. This iron pickaxe. So I'm going to rename the items and have item frames, and I need to make a room somewhere around here, and I'm thinking maybe I could add it to the marketplace. Actually, no. It's going to need to be, probably going to need to be bigger than this room. If I want to have, like a little pillar or something with an item frame on it for every memento, yeah, it's definitely going to need to be bigger than this. So we might have to build some kind of sort of like a grand hallway type of deal. Maybe the size of that building, a little bit bigger, and probably with higher ceilings as well. So I need to find a good place to put this, and I also need to come up with a design for it. So I'm going to go in creative and do a little bit of playing around with some different block palettes and see what I come up with, and then I'll be right back. I'll be honest, I'm having kind of a hard time trying to figure out where to put this thing. I have a block palette, so spruce wood and planks as well, and some dark oak maybe, birch fences, sandstone, and smooth stone bricks. To kind of mix up the style between that building and that one, and have sort of almost sort of like an ancient Egyptian temple style build. Thing is, I don't really know where to put it. See, I could put it here, but this is like the docks area. This is meant to be a little more run down, smaller buildings, and the building I want to do is going to be more regal and a place that just kind of leaves you in awe when you walk in. And there's almost not enough room for it here, and besides, it really doesn't. What was I doing here? I did all these different build styles in this base, just all of them in one base, and it wasn't really a very good idea. I wasn't planning for the future, and now I've got the problem where buildings really don't go together, like that one and that one. Now they're both great builds by themselves. But they don't fit in the same compound. And, I think the most prominent theme is that one there, the sort of the medieval stone brick and wood style. And eventually I'm going to have to move out of here and go somewhere else and build myself a town and, pick a theme and stick to it. Now that I'm a little more experienced at build styles and what my style is. But anyway, I think maybe what I can do is put it over here behind this building, have it right in this area, and then bring the road around from over here down that way, down across the back side, because over here as well is another example of bad planning. Nobody ever elected me for mayor, so there's not enough room here for a road, really. I mean, you could put one in there, but it would just look odd, just be smashed between the two buildings to get back to this area of the compound. And over here is even worse. I know I stuck this tower in here before we expanded the compound, and there was not really much room for it. But I mean, come on, what was I doing there? I don't really know. I guess we could run a road around the back there and go around the back side of this tower, but I mean, that's like way out around up against the wall. It's not really a place where you would think of a road, like you would think that a road would go there. I could put the building here as well, but I don't really want it next to the barn, because obviously a barn with livestock and a big like temple, or you know, what would be another word for it, like shrine almost, they don't really go together in the same part of town. So yeah, I think over here is going to be the best place to build it. So I've got my block palette and I've got my location. Now I just need to figure out the actual shape and size of this thing. Oh boy, I'm experiencing a little bit of writer's block actually. Like I don't really know what I want to do. And by writer's block, of course, I mean creator's block. I'm no writer. But as per usual, I figured out, you know, the best way to get rid of it is just to start. And that's what I did. I went on a test world, a creative world, and just started placing some blocks. And pretty quickly, I came up with a design that I liked. So it's actually going to be a sort of like an open Colosseum style design, with an open roof and then entrances on the four sides. And for that reason, I moved it away from that building over there, and I decided to make it sort of the focal point of this area here. And then there will be other smaller buildings surrounding it, but this will be like the main plaza or center of this part of town. So I also set up a temporary farm over there, because I'm going to need a ton of mossy stone brick to put in here. Because I'm going to have water flowing down these channels, and I want the bottom to be mossy. You know, I think it just fits better to have everything underwater be slightly green and covered in algae, or algae, however you want to say it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and raise up the walls here, or at least part of them, and then show you how that looks. And then I also need to finish the ditch that goes the whole way around, and put in the mossy stone brick. So the trenches are done, and let me tell you, that took absolutely ages waiting around for the vines to grow. And I also decided to put light sources in underneath where the water comes down, and then the fire here I think matches the theme really well, sort of almost like a foreboding entrance. Okay, so now for the walls, I'm gonna do a little bit of it on camera here. So these go up 1, 2, 3, like so, and then they get capped off here. Except this one doesn't go there. And then let's see, there would be sandstone here, all the way along behind this. So up the 3 height, and then let's see, this also gets capped off like so, and then the water goes here, except that it needs to be like this. Let's see, and then the top of the wall is going to be just a little bit rugged, and kind of I don't really know how to describe it actually. Yeah, rugged. Rugged is the best word I can think of. So have caps like that on top of where the water comes down, and then you can see it just sort of flows down there. And I like the flowing water in there actually. I'm not going to fill that up with source blocks. And then above each entryway, we're going to want a little bit more, a little something more. So I think stairs like this to create an archway, and then maybe up like that would look good. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, and then if we can do this here, and then in front of that, something a little lower like this. Yeah, this needs something there. Yeah, like so. Let's see how that looks. Let's take a step back. Yeah, okay, that needs to come down a little further there and connect up to here. Actually, this needs to be an overhang, like let me show you here, like that. And then like so. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so then that overhang will wrap around the building like this, just go the whole way around, and let's see. Yeah, okay, so now I've got to do the rest of the sides just like this, and that should be pretty much the exterior complete, and then we can start work on the interior decoration. Just putting in the last few blocks, and I missed. There we go. And that should be the whole thing done. I'm not 100% happy with the way these corners look. Like, I feel like it just sort of abruptly ends. Like it needs a better overhang, like maybe like this. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe if these were stair blocks, like, let's see if we can do this. Like, can we reach? Yeah, like that. No, that doesn't really work. I'll have to think about it. This is decent, like it works for now, but I'm just not 100% happy with it. But anyway, now on to the interior. So I want to do like a red and black carpet on the inside here, in like a big cross, and then we can do that's weird. We can do pedestals here in the corners like so, with our things on top of them. So like, for example, the pick, we would do a 2-high pedestal and put an item frame on, and maybe we could do, you know, one on either side, and then have, you know, your thing in the item frame. And then, for example, the dragon egg, which would go in here as well, we'll just do a 1-high pedestal and put it on top. That fixed it. That's a really strange bug. Anyway, I have to figure out what I want to use for this pedestal, because not smooth sandstone, obviously it needs to stand out a little bit from the rest of the build. Maybe redstone block. I'll have to look through my chest and see what I have. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of resource gathering in the nether at the sheep farm for the carpet. And let's see here. Oh yeah, and then the way I'll light up the room is have jack-o'-lanterns under the carpet in the floor. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. Once we do that, put the carpet and the pedestals in, then we can find our mementos for from the different occasions when we did heroic things, and yeah, put them in, and then that will be this building complete. Okay, so I decided to use gold for the monuments because, hey, why not? We're rich. And I picked out a few different mementos. So we got the Iron Pick Challenge, and then let's see, we have a sponge for when we raided the Ocean Monument, and also a Wither Skeleton Skull for the time we killed 2 withers in one fight. And then we have the dragon head, obviously, and the dragon egg from the time we raided the end. And then, you know, as we keep doing things like that, we can put more stuff in here. And I also did 2 pedestals on each side because, obviously that gives us a lot more room. So yeah, I didn't have time to collect the carpet because it takes a lot of time. Even with the sheep farm that we have, it's still a little bit slow, and I am just completely out of time today. It's 12:30 in the morning, and I need to work tomorrow. So that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.